Hello and welcome to Knitting at Tiffany's. This is episode 15. Friends, today I have a special guest with me, and this is Erin from Bling Your String.
Hello.
So excited to have Erin on the podcast today, as this is the first time I do have a special guest, and we're really good friends, and this is going to be so exciting.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully I don't mess up.
I don't think you will.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, and I have no enabling this week, but Erin does.
I have a little bit, and I don't usually buy a lot, but thanks to the coupon code that Tiffany sent out the last time, I did buy something, and this is Tink Yarn. So this is one of the ones I got. I got two skeins, and this was one that was shown on the website, and this is, what was it called?
Happy Place.
Happy Place. And I got this for my daughter Avery because it has all her favorite colors, pink, green, yellow, blue, all of them.
Love it.
And then the other one I bought was a surprise skein, so you didn't know what you were getting, but
Totally my
it's already wound up. It ended up being something very pretty.
Oh,
So just, yeah,
it's a little bit more washed out
yeah,
there.
it's a
but
little brighter,
beautiful
but
pink.
just a nice tonal pink. And then the other thing I got was my yarn box shipment. So I was in yarn box socks and I canceled just because, you know, too much yarn. And then when I saw when I saw the sneak peeks for the March, I guess it was, I was like, oh, I gotta have it. So I rejoined and then I canceled right back after. So this is what I got. And this is the Yarn Enabler
That's really nice.
gradient sock.
So you can't see, but
Yeah.
this here is the purpley fuchsia pink, and then it's like a lime green, and it goes into the blues.
Yeah, it doesn't look blue, but
Yeah, you
it's
can't see the
really
blue.
pretty blue. So yeah, so that's all I bought, and that's probably going to stay like that for a little bit.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's great. I love the pinks. Pinks are so cool.
Yeah, she loves
and it's not for me, so. So the next thing we'll go into is Diamonds in the Rough. And so, Erin, what are you working on?
Okay, well, speaking of these two yarns that I just showed you, I started, because these are Avery's favorite colors, and when she saw this, she was like, Mommy, this is mine. I love these colors, this is mine. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to start something. So I did, and this is all I have right now. It's all attached, but, so it's just a couple of inches of seed stitch.
I love seed stitch.
And what it's going to be, is I love making her tunics, because they last forever as a top and then a dress and blah blah blah. We'll keep it small. All right, there we go. So it's just this little tunic.
Here, let me help you. Look at it a little closer. Let's see.
It's just a little
There you
tunic,
go.
kind of top.
That's really
And
great.
the reason I picked this one specifically was because the sleeves are built in to the pattern, and because this is a gradient, I didn't want to have to chop it up at any point. So the gradient should just flow with the pattern, and I'm going to be holding them together the whole time, so it's going to be like a marled effect throughout the whole thing. So
That would be really pretty.
I hope so. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I cast that one right away, and she's very excited.
Oh, I can't wait to see.
So,
You'll
yeah.
have to link some finished pictures
Yes.
to that when you have
Yes,
them.
yes, yes.
That'd be great. I like
Shouldn't
that.
take me too long.
Excellent. Next.
Okay, next, I have a whole pile. If you could see the
She
table
does.
right now, it's like, it's very mountainous on this
On
side.
her side, not on mine.
So the next one that I'm really enjoying is I joined the Exploration Station Cal that the Sticks Plus Twine podcast is doing. And I'm not a shawl knitter. I don't wear them. I don't
can
tend to
attest
knit
to
them. I don't, but I like the process of them and I like the look of them, and I've
too.
always liked the look of this pattern. So when Eric was doing the Cal, I thought I'd try it. So this is how far I've gotten.
That's really pretty.
I've gotten so far. It's just, I'm almost done the wedges, and it's a little deeper.
This here
Yeah.
is like a pink.
It's like a coral.
It's like, yeah, a
A
coral
deep
and has a little bit
coral.
of yellow in it. It actually is really pretty. In person, it's beautiful. The different colors and tones together.
Yeah, and then the lines are a dark purple, and then there's like, this is a brown here. So I'm not at the brioche yet. It's a little scary, but I'm almost on my wedges. I might be done that tonight if we do some knitting later.
Excellent. We'll do knitting
Yeah.
later.
So that's that one.
She's a phenomenal knitter, by the way. If you have never seen her knit or seen her projects, Erin knits amazing.
Thank you. I am a process. I'm more process.
Yes, she's not like me. I,
I
have
have
design
no,
elements.
I have no, yeah. Well, no, it's not just that. I have no problem giving things away. Like, I just knit to make them, and then I give a
Yeah.
lot of stuff away. I don't keep a lot of stuff. And then, should I just show these together? So,
Sure, if you like.
I knit socks as gifts for, it used to just be my brothers, and then now it's my brothers plus my brother's girlfriend, so I have 3 brothers. And now it's my brothers and my brother's girlfriend and
And me.
Tiffany. and another friend.
I'm
And
sock worthy.
yeah,
and I love them.
I don't make myself socks, so
I know.
but I like making them. So everybody gets socks. So these are the two that I'm working on right now, and this one here is White Birch Fiber Arts
I'm gonna hold this one for you.
in
This is gorgeous. Here, I can show you up close. Look at that. Isn't that
Unexpected
gorgeous?
Advent.
And there's a cable running
Yeah.
down
That's because
on this side.
I also wanted to enter them into the 10,000 Stitches sock along kind
Oh,
of thing.
cool.
And every 3 months she has like a new pattern type. So it's not just vanilla socks.
Oh, okay.
And so from March, April, May or something is cables. So I was like, oh, I better throw a little cable in there because
like
I don't tend to follow patterns, but
I like them a lot. I think they're
I
really
can
pretty.
still do this mindlessly because it's just a little cable. And I do the cable twists where the gray is, and then in the rainbows I just knit straight so that it's
Yeah,
like
I love it. I think it's really unique. But I mean, her yarn, there's just something so beautiful about the way she dyes it.
Yeah,
It's
love
just,
it.
it's so striking and it's stunning. Yeah, love it.
And then the other one I'm working on is a Rider color,
And, you
and
can see
that's
there's
just
pattern
like
there,
a
too.
broken rib
Yeah.
sock. So those are, I try and keep 2 socks on the needles. I want this to be the year of socks.
And
so,
she does the rounded toes,
Yeah.
if you've noticed, which are really nice.
So yeah, just 2 socks on the needles at all times, and then
Oh.
as soon as I cast one off, oh yeah.
Let's talk about your heel.
Oh my heel. So I've just started
Heel.
trying the fish lips kiss heel.
Yeah.
This is usually I do the Flegel heel, and everybody's been talking about the fish lip kiss heel, so I thought I'd try it. So this is my second one.
Yes, she did it also on the rainbow.
And that's
one
my
here,
third
too.
one.
Oh, okay.
My first one is on one of my
Finished,
FOs,
yeah.
but,
Perfect.
So they're okay. They seem to fit well. I try them on my feet because all my brother's feet are the same size as mine.
Oh,
So I try them on mine and they seem to fit mine.
Perfect.
But I might go back and forth like between, depending on what the yarn is, either because I still really like the Flegel heel.
And
between
I do. I like that one
the
too.
fish lips kiss, and I find the Flegel heel fits like if you don't know how it's going to fit on the recipient, I find it more flexible.
Oh, okay.
Whereas this, it has to fit that cup.
And I know people say that, you know, when you do the diagram of your foot on the
Yeah.
cardboard and cut it out, like how many times do you knit for people where you're not going to be able to
Yeah.
have that? So that makes sense with doing the Flegel heel
Yeah.
with having it so that it's more versatile for more people, and this is more specific when you have it for like
Yeah.
your brother, you know, or any of your
Like I
brothers.
know
or
they'll
something.
fit. They should fit my brother's because my
Yeah.
brother's feet all kind of fit my socks fit. Or
Yeah.
when I try them on myself, they fit
Yeah.
them. So.
Oh, that'd be
But
nice.
so I'll probably still go between them. I am not a complete convert where all my socks will be fish lips kiss.
Well, it's good to try it and see how it is and get their feedback because I'm sure they'll tell
Yeah.
you. And yeah, so I've noticed you're knitting with some new needles on this project.
Yes, I don't want to say I'm a needle hoarder, but I like trying.
There's nothing wrong with
I like
new
trying
needles.
different needles. So like whenever I see someone mention on a podcast or whatever a new needle, I'm like, ooh. So I ordered these on Etsy, and these are the yeah, you can kind of see them, the color.
Yeah, I'll show you a closer picture.
The Knit Pro
Oh, wait.
Zings.
Let's see if I can get that. There you go. Focus a bit better. So they're a little more blunted
Yeah.
tips though.
So I ordered these on
They're still
Etsy, and they were
pointy.
very reasonably priced, and the shipping was very reasonable. I ordered 2 pairs, one for 2 at a time, and one for
Works.
single time because I only magic
See
loop.
that? Yeah.
And I know a lot of people have been complaining or saying they don't like the bluntness, and I actually do
Yeah.
like it because I push with my finger when I'm knitting, and these do not stab me.
Or like the high
Yeah.
sharps. Oh my
Yeah.
God, they would totally stab you. I
Yeah,
can see
these
that.
they're a little grippy. I think I heard someone else mention this. When you first start, like when I first started the sock, I did 1 row. I'm like, oh my God, I can't stand these needles, and I was almost gonna rip it out and put my
sad.
Addi turbos back on.
Right.
I was like, let's give it a try. So I kept going, and they slickened up with use, and so now I'm fine with them.
Cool.
But the first row, so I'd say if you're gonna try them, get through the first row.
Yeah.
Push yourself through that first row because they just, I guess I don't know if they have like
They might have like a
a
foam or something
coating
or
or
something
something
comes
on
with
them,
it,
but it was so sticky, and I
they
was just like,
slide
oh.
pretty good. Like,
Yeah, now
you
they're
know,
okay.
yeah. And I like the cable's like
Yeah.
flimsy enough, but it's not.
It's kind of like the Knit Picks cable, I think.
Is that what it is? I don't
think
use
so.
Knit Pick, so I wouldn't know. It's not too stiff and it's not too soft, but I like it. And
It's
I
a little
mean,
stiffer than the Highs, I think.
I don't know because these are the
Or
new
thicker,
ones.
it's thicker.
I think
Like
it's
it's-
thicker,
yeah.
but it's actually more flexible than the Highs.
Okay.
Because these are the Highs, are not the sharps on my socks, and these are a 2mm I'm using, and these are a 2mm, aren't
Yep,
they?
I knit all my things on
Yeah.
2mm. I don't know if I'm not a tight or loose knitter. It's just for socks, I like 2mm
But
needles.
just to show, like, just to see the difference.
Yeah.
The High looks like they look pretty similar. I don't know if you guys
Like
can
they
see
still
that.
have a point. The zings still have a point.
Yeah.
It's just they go to a point and then they kind of
Let's see.
blunt.
This is the High
They have
here.
a blunt
and that's
tip.
the- But yeah, see, I think they're very
So
similar. I think it's
if
maybe a little finer.
If you push with your finger, it's just
Yeah.
blunt enough that it doesn't bother me.
I get it. Yeah, and I use my nails, so
Yeah.
I know what you mean though, because the odd time I do use my fingers, so I know how that feels, and I think
So I
they're
like
great.
them. I would
Nice.
order more.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll in the show notes I will link for you guys the frugal. That's not what it's called.
No, no. Fleagle?
Fleagle heel.
Fleagle, okay.
Sorry.
It is
I
very
knew I
frugal because it's free.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah,
It's a free pattern.
so it is very
The
frugal.
Fleagle heel, so that you guys can check that heel out if you want.
I love that heel too.
There you go. That's funny.
Yeah. I think that's
Of course I do.
That's all I'm
Is that all
working
you
on.
have?
Yeah, what are
Okay.
you working on?
So, for my one thing that I'm working on right now, and I will explain why. So, I'm still working on the blue socks. Yes, they still don't match. And I'm okay with this one because I know this. When I told you guys the last podcast was right before I was leaving on my business trip, I put a stitch marker to say where I was going to start knitting from, and I knit all of this, and I'm actually started my heel. So I'm very proud of myself. I started my heel and I'm using the Fish Lips Kiss heel for this one. We'll see how it goes. First time I'm using this heel. The directions were okay for me. I think we just talked about me making one little mistake.
Well, we thought we did, but I don't think we
Oh,
did.
2 little mistakes.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the first mistake was my heel's very rounded. I don't know if you guys can see
But
that.
that might change once you get past that.
But and I think it's because it's on the straight part of the needle, so I
Yeah.
think it will change. And that's what we were talking about. It might look better because if you do it this way and put it in, then it actually looks more like the
We were just
heel,
comparing her heel with mine, and mine seemed much deeper, and we weren't sure if you made a mistake or not. But
which
I
is
think-
possible.
I think you're okay. I think you just have
Yeah.
to keep going, and then it will look. Because on the needles, it looked very shallow.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It does. It does. It looks like there's no heel here. It looks really shallow here. The other thing I did, which obviously I still don't read directions properly. I was adding extra stitches because my foot's really tight, and when I put socks on, it's really tight around that ankle area and where the heel starts. So I added them to the front, not realizing I probably should have added them to the back. Okay, no problem.
But it'll still give you extra space.
I will still
And you're
have.
not doing a pattern, so it's not going to disrupt your pattern.
Yeah, and I could carry that with the heels. Like when I go back into the round, I can carry for a
Yeah.
little bit, which is fine, and then I can start decreasing, and that actually might work for me.
Yeah.
You never know. I still don't have a pair of socks that fit me 100%, except for the ones that Erin gave me for my birthday. Those are the only socks I have that fit me 100%.
Of course. And what did those have? I think those were Fleagle heels.
Those were Fleagle heel. Yeah, they were. And so, yeah, so I'm working on that. The other thing was I
She swatched.
swatched. I know, shocking, huh?
And it's a big one.
It is.
This is a
It's
swatch.
a big swatch. Can you see that? It's a big
That
swatch.
could be a baby sweater.
Honestly, it probably is. So I swatched because what I did, and I don't know if you guys can see, but I can't see. So
you
see
can
the
see them.
bumps here? These are all different size needles. So I started with a 5mm, which I still don't know my conversions, but I'm learning them. Eventually I'll learn them.
I think it's an 8.
I think you're right. I
Yeah.
think it's an 8. So 5mm on the bottom. I went to a 6, 6.5 is 7, and like what is it? A few stitches at the top is a 7.5. So it is huge, and I was actually swatching for the Miranda sweater
Yeah.
because it's been on my to-do list and in my queue to do, and found out that I actually like this better for a cardigan than I'm going to do.
Well, it's just the gauge was way off for the Miranda,
Oh, yeah,
and you were going to have to do a lot of fudging.
And you
A lot
know
of
me,
fudging.
I follow her pattern. I don't know how to fudge. She knows how to fudge.
Well,
I don't.
But see, the thing is, I fudge. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable fudging someone else's project.
Yeah, but I have design elements, so I'm good
I
with
know,
that.
I know. But still, there was going to be math involved, and I don't think neither of us are strong with math. So
I'm strong with math. I'm just not strong with math and knitting,
And knitting, yeah.
because no one's. I need someone to show me how to explain math and knitting, because for me, when you're talking about 12 stitches
Mm-hmm.
being larger than 15 stitches, you know,
Yeah,
to
because
me,
it's a
math is
smaller number, but
is
it's gonna
backwards.
give you a bigger-
yeah.
yeah.
So I just need to understand. So
But we found something that will work better for the gauge that she liked. Right?
yes, and it's funny because it's it's called Warm Sheep, which is the cardigan. See, they do the thumb holes
Yeah.
in here,
Yeah, we
which
don't have to
we
do
don't
thumb
have to. You do. Can you
Yeah.
see that? I hope you can see that without. I'm sorry, you're getting glare. I apologize for the glare.
We're surrounded by windows.
Yeah, which is awesome. But you can kind of see what I'm showing you. So yeah, I'll link it in the show notes anyways. But I'm loving it. I think this color is going to be beautiful. I can't wait to knit it up. Huge buttons.
Yeah.
And so A couple things that are new to me for this pattern that I've never done before is I've never done buttonholes. Yeah, I've never done buttonholes.
No?
Never.
Never?
No.
Even with baby stuff, you've never done a little cardigan?
No, it was the zipper that
Oh.
we did and that
Oh,
you sewed in for me.
yeah,
I'm so lucky I have
Not
her. That's such an amazing friend.
Buttonholes.
I don't have any buttons on it.
Hey, that can be part of your.
Yeah, my sweaters all
your
have,
skills.
all my sweaters are not buttonholes. Yeah, so this is my first cardigan I'm
Okay.
ever knitting anyways too. It's like,
Okay.
yeah, I've knit sweaters, just not cardigans. So yeah, so buttonholes is gonna be first for me. And I don't think it's hard. I mean,
No.
picking up and putting a button band on is not hard or difficult. So yeah, it'll be fun. I'm super excited. So that's my huge swatch. And this is the Manos de Uruguay.
Yep.
And I love this, I love the yarn. And it's a teal color, but I don't remember the exact name right now. But it'll all be in my show notes. But it's awesome. So that's all I have. So now on to Diamonds Are Forever, our finished objects.
So learning.
She knows that one.
So I grabbed a few things that I finished recently because I didn't want to bombard. But so I'll do a quick sock. So part of my whole year of socks things for my gifts. This is one I got my little foot here. This is when I finished.
Got some sock blockers.
Within
me
the
to
last
hold it?
few weeks.
I can hold
Okay.
it. I'll be your Vanna White.
So
and you can
again,
talk about it.
white birch fiber arts, and this is the diamond back color. Love it for a guy sock. This is going to this is my older of the three brothers. They're all younger than me, but this is the older one. And this was my first Fish Lips Kiss heel that I tried.
Nice. And here,
Yeah.
I'll get closer. Look how nice that looks. And there's no holes on either side. I just wanted to point that out.
I still, even though it says that you don't need to pick up,
Okay.
I still pick up. So I
Oh.
always pick up in the corners.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I always pick up in the corners, even though it says you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because there was another pair I did where I didn't, and I still found there was like a little tiny little bitty hole, and I didn't like it, so I pick up. I just find it easier.
I love it. I think it's pretty.
But yeah, so this is for my brother, and I'm very happy with them. I think he'll like them.
I'm sure
And
you'll love them. I like the pattern on them.
This is the broken rib one. This is one I just one of my very standard ones that if I don't know what I'm going to do, especially for striping, I like it for striping because it doesn't really interfere with the stripes, but it's just something to keep your brain not bored. Oh, and I did a little slip stitch. I don't know if you can tell, but when the stripe changed from gray,
Here, let's see if you can see it.
I did a little slip stitch
Right
in the middle of each rib.
Right there. Here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it went from the gold to the gray,
I think it looks really pretty.
yeah,
It gives
so
an
I like
extra.
that. I would do that again.
I like that a lot, actually. I was just noticing that when I was
It was
turning
very
around.
easy because it was just, oh, it turned from that color to that color. So in the middle of each, because each rib is 3 stitches, so in the second stitch, I would just do a slip for 2 rows.
Nice. I like it. I like that a lot. And honestly, I love the way she dyes her yarn. There's just something.
I'm doing her
Okay.
challenge for this year where she's encouraging me to do 12 projects with her yarn over the course of the year. And then you can get entered in for prizes and stuff. So I'm trying to do 1 project a month using white birch so that I can keep up with that.
Awesome.
And so far I'm on track.
Awesome. Good luck with that.
These rainbow
That's
ones
amazing.
are my 3rd project, so.
Nice. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I can totally see you doing that.
And then the other things I've been working on, they're all baby stuff, and they're not for anybody I know personally. I've been doing for the last maybe 2 years or so, there's a swap on Ravelry, and I like doing swaps, and it's a baby swap. And what it is there's 2 partners, and one person is someone who really likes to make baby things, but maybe doesn't have anyone to give them to.
Right.
And the other person is someone who might be a new mom or something and doesn't have time to make
That's
the baby
nice.
things, but they want the baby things. So one partner knits for the person with the new baby, and then the person with the baby sends a package of goodies.
Oh, nice.
So in my case, I would be knitting for a baby, and like I know the gender, and I know, you get some facts, but in return, I'm gonna get a box of like yarn and treats and
Awesome.
stuff. So, but this is good because I like making baby things, but Avery's too big for little wee things now. So the person I got is having a little girl.
That's
so
awesome.
I got to knit for a newborn little baby girl.
That is so
And
cool.
so what I like to do for this swap, just to give myself inspiration and give me a direction to go for, is I go out and I buy, not too expensive, but some little outfits. And then I plan my projects to go with these little outfits. And that way the person I'm sending them to also has something to match with these knits. So
Right.
it's not just like, oh yay, this little sweater, but what do I wear it with, right?
Exactly.
So,
I think it's great. It gives an
so I'll
outfit
change
right
to
off the
this
bat to
one.
wear.
let's do
Look how
this one.
cute that is.
So this is the In Threes cardigan, and I'm not someone who makes patterns over and over again, but this is like my 3rd or 4th one. It's so fast.
It is adorable.
You use all the yarn. There's 2 ends at the end because the button band and everything is knit in with the pattern. You don't have to pick up stitches or everything after. And this is Highland Handmaids.
Oh, nice.
I was in her color club last year, and this is one of the colors that we got, the coral, the month of coral. And it's super wash, so that's good for little babies. So I paired it with a little sleeper with a zipper. Anybody who's had babies, zipper when you're up at 2 in the morning changing them, zipper. So I got a zipper.
That's true, because most of them are buttoned like those snaps. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine
in the middle
that.
of the night when you're like sleep deprived. No, so zipper.
Yeah, that's beautiful though.
Little zippered sleeper.
I don't know if you can see. There you can see the pattern of the...
Yeah, so there's all
like,
different colors. And actually
how cute that
everything I
is.
made would go with the sleeper.
That's so true,
So, yeah.
actually.
So the next thing I made was this little dress. And this is called Wee Penny, and it's by, I think it's Cashmere
You
Junkie.
can see the dress back here.
So I got a little shirt, it's got little stars on it. And so this can go over that, or it can go over the sleeper because it's got the same colors in it. So it's just a little tunic, and like when I was knitting for Avery when she was little, tunics like this would start off as a dress, and then 2 years later she'd be wearing them as a top.
That's awesome.
So for little girls, these are I love making little.
It's a versatile. And
Yeah.
it has a little button at
Yeah,
the back
little
here
button,
for
little
closure, which is
So
really
that
nice.
one,
That is
and
so
then-
cute.
My last one, I love this little outfit. Comes
I
with
know,
little
it's my
pants,
favorite.
but the
It's
little
like
pants.
so Easter colors too, which is...
Well, Easter's coming too.
I know, but it's just so cute.
This one here, and there's a little lace detail on the sleeve there.
Look at that.
So this one is
So
called
pretty.
Sweet Gale, and this is actually part of a year-long knit-along that there's 2 designers.
Alright, so we get close
The group in Ravelry is called A Child for All Seasons, and what they're doing is every season, if you join this mystery knit-along, is that you're going to get 2 patterns. You'll get a boy pattern and a girl pattern and an accessory, but you don't know what they are
Asleep.
until they send you the,
Yeah.
the pattern. But what I liked about this is that they don't send you clues. Like right when it starts, you get the whole pattern. So you know, okay, I like boy one better, or I like the girl one better.
Right.
This is what I'm gonna do. You don't knit it and then be like, oh, this is horrible. I'm never gonna make it, or I'm never gonna wear this, or whatever.
True.
So for this is the spring one. So we got the PDF, and you could see the boy one and the girl one, and I was like, oh, the girl one. So I made one for Avery,
Yeah.
which is somewhere. I don't know.
Oh,
The orange
yeah,
one, it was
the orange
like,
one, I'm
if-
not sure. I think
yeah,
I just saw you
it's,
post, yeah.
It's like a yellowy, orangey color, and there was a dress to match. So I made one for her, and it's such a fast pattern. This knit up in like 3 days of occasional knitting. Like, oh, I'm gonna do a little bit here and there. This was 3 days, and I think Avery's was the same because it's cropped. So you really just have to do the raglan up to here, and then you're only knitting for like an inch or 2.
Yeah.
And then you do these little sleeves with the leafy.
I love the details on the
So I'm
sleeves.
planning on doing a 3rd one for Avery because I got her a little Easter. I mean, it's not like a poofy girly Easter dress, but it's just something.
Oh, nice.
So I'm planning on making another one because it's so fast.
I love it. I think
And then you
it's such
can
a great
enter
idea.
if you finish the projects in the time frame, you can put them in the group for prizes.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
They're really pretty. Whoever these are going to.
Yeah, so
are
these
gonna
are done.
love them.
My knits for this swap are done, and I'm gonna be mailing them off probably. I ordered a little something online for the mom, just for
Oh,
you know,
that's nice of
so that
you.
she gets a little something too. And once that arrives, I can package those up and send them off.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I love
so
them. I think they're great.
I'm very happy with them.
They're going to be ecstatic to receive them. Is that
Yeah,
is
so-
that going all to the same mom?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's going to one person.
Wow, she's lucky.
No.
Yeah, that's a really nice gift. Totally a nice gift. I like how you did the outfits together.
I find
think it's a great idea.
I didn't do that when I first started doing the swap.
You learned
but-
something different.
But when I started doing it, I just found it I found it so much easier to focus, like what I was gonna knit, because then I was like, okay, I have this little outfit, you know, a little sweater would be good with this, or a little vest would be
Yeah.
good with this. And then, like I said, it gives the mom a way she already has an outfit.
Right.
Instead of being like, well, I don't have anything in my wardrobe that this knit
Totally.
would go with, there's already an outfit.
I think
So-
it's great because you know what,
Yeah.
you're right. Moms have so much to do already with newborns, and it's you're planning an outfit for
Yeah.
them for the day,
Yeah.
and you're being able to mix those
and then
tops
those
with
will
other
all
colors.
mix and match.
Yeah,
Like,
with
that
all the
wasn't
outfits.
totally planned, but
It worked perfect.
Yeah, I'm really
and I
happy
mean,
with
she
that.
can use them with other colors
Yeah.
because you know if it's going to be a girl, a lot of girls do wear the
They're gonna have
corals and the pinks and the blues. Always nice too. I love blue
white,
girls.
lots of
Yeah.
little white things.
So I think it'd be great.
Yeah, so-
Awesome. That's excellent.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got no finished objects. I'm such a slow knitter. I did warn you guys. I
Yeah,
I
she
wasn't
does-
lying.
Yes, every time. You are slow now.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Erin can attest to that. I'm super slow. And I always have design elements.
Yep.
But I still love knitting, and that's what it's about for me.
Yep.
So I'm working on my socks. I'm at the heel point. Not too much further
And you're
to
doing
go.
them at 2 at a time, which takes longer.
Really?
I find it takes longer. I think I told you earlier. So these ones,
Yeah.
these ones on my project page are called Trying Two at a Time. I got about here. I got about here, 4 inches, and I was like, no, can't do it.
Really?
I just found it so. I found because I had to move the balls to
Right.
keep them untangled, I had to be sitting somewhere. Like it just wasn't as
Yeah.
portable for me. Whereas like when it's one at a time, like I can grab it. You know, she wants to watch TV on the couch, I can grab it. We're going in the car, I can grab it. We're going to my mom's, I can grab it. Like I didn't. So the 2 at a time ones never went anywhere with me, and they just sat and they like inchy, and like once I took them off, I got to the heel in like a day. Like
Wow.
so.
I don't knit that.
I can't. I tried it. I can say I tried it.
Hey, you can put it, you know, you're done. It's on your knitting list.
And I
you
might try it
completed
again.
So
But I like the one at a time magic loop.
I like them because I don't count my rows and I don't like measuring. And if I don't do them this way, my socks will not be even. That's why I like to do them. But
And you make the same mistake in both of them then.
yes and no.
In theory.
I hope so, but I think I don't. Because somehow this sock here had more stitches in the heel than this one did.
Okay.
But maybe
Never mind.
not actually. You might be right. Maybe they were both. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, the heel you're doing
It's-
one at a time though. You do this heel and then you do that heel, so that might be it.
No, I don't.
Oh, no?
Well, I do, and technically. So for the Fishless Kips heel, I would do that. I do the stitch here and then knit across, and then I do
okay.
the stitch here and knit across,
Okay.
and then I turn and do the purl, and then so
Okay.
yeah, I do one
I thought
side.
you
Oh,
would just
sorry.
do one, I thought you would just do one sock to the heel. Like that's what I thought people did when they did it. Is they
You
did
know-
one whole heel and then did the next.
I
whole
thought
heel.
about that, and I
And then
did.
just keep going.
I thought about that, and then I was like, but then I have to go back and start again from this. So I figured if I can try it both.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe that's why they look a little more rounded because they're not like the shape of them, but. Yeah, so I wanted to do them both at the same time so that I'm always at the same time.
But then the thing I liked about them, which is why I wanted to try it, is that like when you're done, you're done. You have socks.
Right,
There is no starting that second sock.
Yeah,
So I like
And
the
that's
idea
what I like
of that, but the knitting of them, I couldn't do it.
see, I don't mind. I don't mind it at all.
No.
But see, I'll never use DPNs.
No, okay. Okay, little side story. Okay, so we were at my mom's yesterday, and I brought some work to do for my like work, and so I didn't bring any knitting. Bad idea.
Wow.
Shame. Slap the hand. Shame.
How
I
do
didn't
you
bring
not
any
do
knitting
that?
because I was like, oh, it's gonna take me the whole time to do this work. Right?
Oh.
Don't do that. So I finished the work, and I still had like 4 or 5 hours of our visit left.
Oh
And
no.
I was like,
What are you gonna do?
So I talked to my mom, and we went driving to the nearby yarn store,
Yeah.
so I could buy a skein of sock yarn and some needles, so I could just start something and have something at my mom's. I was just gonna
Oh,
leave
that's
it there, so that this would never happen again. But this yarn store didn't have a lot of needles, and so I had a choice between.
Don't they have Addies there?
No, not the size I needed.
Is that not
Creative yarns.
yeah.
They didn't have one.
Oh
in my
really?
mall.
Oh.
So they didn't. I like 32-inch 2mm for Magic Loop. They didn't have.
No, you use 40s, don't you? This
No,
is
not for
32.
one.
Oh, for one, sorry, yes.
I used
I'm
40
on-
for two,
yeah.
but for one I used 32-inch. They didn't have any needles. So I was like, okay, I used to knit socks at DPNs. I'll buy DPNs and we'll be fine.
Right. No problem.
No. No, at first, because I like toe up, I was like, wait a minute, how do I do toe up on DPNs? I have to like, okay, no. And then so, like, okay, I'll start cuff down. I used to do it cuff down, I'll start cuff down. I had to look up online a stretchy cast on because now I'm used to doing the toe up
Jenny?
cast on, and I'm used to doing the stretchy cast off.
For Jenny's stretchy catch off, that's one you use?
Yes.
Okay,
Surprisingly,
yeah.
so
I
I'm
use
used to
the
doing a
Jenny's,
stretchy
yeah.
cast off, but I didn't know a stretchy cast on.
Oh, okay.
So I had to look up a stretchy cast on, and I did that, and then I had to.
It's a lot of work.
It didn't end up being anything.
So for 4 hours you were just
It was nothing.
looking up patterns and everything
There's a
else?
ball of yarn and needles at my
Wow.
mom's now. So.
That's funny. That's funny. Hey, well, like, hey, now you have something there, but
yeah, now I
just
have
bring a
some-
pair of old needles.
That's
that
what I'm
you're
next
gonna-
time. But then I went to put it away in my mom's drawer.
Yeah.
And I opened it up, and there were circular needles in there.
Oh no way.
2mm, 32
Oh, no
inch.
way.
Now they were really, really old Arrow ones, so the cable
Oh,
might
yeah,
have
I
annoyed
remember.
me.
Did they actually even make circular? I never thought they did.
Apparently, because
Wow.
but
I think
still
when
they might
first
have been a little
started-
stiff. But I was like,
Yeah.
2mm, 32. This is exactly what I needed. So I just left it there, and I'll either bring extra needles next time I go, or I might try it with the arrows.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah,
And her
depends.
mom's a knitter, just
Yeah.
to let you know. But that's funny. Yeah, that goes to show you.
I know. Don't go anywhere without your knitting.
And I have to
Don't.
test. Erin always knits. I
Always.
mean, There's never a time like I could be talking and not knitting, and she's knitting away.
Yeah.
It's just we're very different
Well,
that
if
way.
we're sitting, if we're just hanging out talking,
Yeah.
stuff, it's just easier to have something going on. And like socks, like my little, they're just
That's true.
so.
And when we drive, well, I drive and she's my
Yeah.
passenger, she knits. It's very rare I don't see her knitting unless she's actually doing something she can't knit. I'm not like that. That's probably why I'm a slow knitter and I don't get things, I think, finished a lot.
Well, I
is
just
'cause
see it like you have this time, right? Like even if it's only 30 minutes in the car, that's 30
Right.
minutes.
that you could,
Or like
That took you one
when we
row?
take her to gymnastics,
yeah.
that's an hour. Like I don't usually take her,
Right.
my husband does, but if I'm there and it's an hour,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna sit there. Like other parents are like on their phones or whatever. I'm like, I could be doing something. So
That's
I
true.
bring my socks and I get like an inch or so done.
It's an inch you would never had before,
Yeah,
right?
it's an inch that I wasn't gonna get done otherwise. So I just that's why I like to have the sock one at a time because they're just very portable for me. Like I wouldn't be able to bring 2 at a time socks to
Right.
stuff like that.
I can understand that. I mean, it is because I'm turning my bag.
Yeah, I have to do
when
it
I
on the
do
desk,
and-
and I don't turn the bag. I tried it with the bag, and it was irritating me. Like it was still getting tangled. I have to have the 2 balls, and then like
Oh, you switch the balls?
I switch the balls.
So when
That's the only thing
I
that
do
worked
them
for me.
explain, see my yarns are and I just finished knitting this
Yeah.
last night, and I'm in the middle actually. I'm just about to start a second sock, so I just turn them and then
Yeah.
I'll turn them back.
I tried that,
and I'll turn
I
them
just
one
was
way and
never
then turn
going
them
the right
back,
way.
and so I
was
just
just
got to
getting
pay
confused.
attention. Yeah, and
So
I
I
think
found it. The balls I could just go one over the other, and but I have to be sitting to do that. Like I can't do that in
Right.
the car. Balls
That's
are gonna
right.
like fall on the floor and like
that's
who
true.
knows?
And I just wanted to mention you actually use that a lot actually.
I learn it.
Yeah.
I know everybody has one. That's I have 2. I had to have 2 because I have 2 socks going.
Yeah.
So they each
That's
have
right.
to have their own yarn it. But it's just, it just keeps everything, and it fits in my little bags just perfectly, and then I can just bring them everywhere.
I know, and they're awesome. And
Yeah.
I have one. I just don't use it because when I travel, it's an added weight for me,
Yeah.
and I haven't used it yet. And because I knit, I have 2 balls for my 2 at a time socks. I know. I hear that they might be making one for that.
That
but
just
I'm
seems
not
like it would be
sure.
really
It's
bulky.
awkward.
Like
and-
in order to make it for 2 balls, it just seems like it's going to be this like honking
Yeah,
thing.
because it should be like 2 of these side by side,
Yeah.
and then you would have.
And then if you're doing
the-
2 at a time socks, wouldn't you have to then rotate that thing,
No, you rotate your socks.
your socks?
Yeah.
See that could take.
Someone just showed that in our podcast, Mina.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the way I tried it first. I was like, okay, and I still got tangled.
yeah, Mina shows that in her podcast, and what is it, Knitting Expect?
Yeah.
And she shows how to do the 2 at a time.
Managing, how do you manage
Yeah,
it with
managing
the
your
2 at a
yarns.
time? And I still failed.
Okay. Hey, it's not for everyone.
I think sometimes you're just meant to be a 1 at a time knitter.
That's right, and you don't have second sock syndrome like a lot of people do, and
I've
you
heard,
don't.
I've heard people say this before, and it's very true. Is as soon as you cast off the first one, like as soon as you cast it off, you have to cast on the next one. You don't leave it, because that way it's already ready to go. And that's what I have to do, and then I just keep going with the second sock. Like I've never had it where it's sat, or I have 1 sock
Right.
sitting, or like. And I always finish a pair before I start. Like as soon as I finish a pair, then I'll cast on the next pair. But
Yeah.
like I have 2 going on right now. I'm not going to cast on another one. Like it
Yeah.
will always be just the 2. Although
Yeah.
I'm tempted. I was like, well, if I cast on 3, I'll just finish more socks, right? And we're going to keep it.
She has a
2
lot
at a
on the
time.
go. I don't know how
Well,
you
I
do
know
that.
I have a
as
lot to
is.
go, but you know,
But-
you have to have different things for different times.
That's true. That's
Nighttime
true.
when she's sleeping, I do my exploration station because I can concentrate, and then when she's up and awake, I do
It's
my
socks.
socks. And,
Yeah.
yeah, so
And then you have bright colors for sometimes like night knitting because a lot of
Oh
time
yeah, I'm having a hard time
I was
with
gonna
this.
say at nighttime.
At night, I was thinking the other day I need to go get like a little clip-on Ottlight, those daylight ones.
Oh, okay.
To clip, I have a shelf above where I knit at the computer, and I'm like, I need to get something to clip up there that's
Yeah.
like natural light, because I cannot see these stitches at night. This
I have to
purple
agree.
and the brown, I cannot see them.
So where I knit is in our family room, and we do have a light. Like I can speak today. We do have a light, a ceiling light. It's in a ceiling fan, and it's really bright. And so I don't like it because if I'm watching TV, I find it too much.
Yeah.
And then I have a light off to the side, one of those IKEA ones with the paper, and it's great. It gives you warm light into the room. But when you're knitting like dark blue, I can't see my stitches, and it feels like it makes me feel like I'm going blind. And I can't see. So I was just telling my husband yesterday that
Yeah.
we need to look into getting a light that maybe hangs over the couch so that
And just get daylight bulbs or something like that.
something, or the LED bulbs or something that are
So
brighter.
that you get that nice clear light.
Yeah, and you want the cool lights,
Yeah.
not the warm lights. So you want the white light, not the yellow light. And I totally agree with you there. I just started noticing
Yeah, it was
that.
that project that made me like,
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
light.
It's funny how you notice that on certain yarns or projects.
Well, I don't usually work with dark yarns like that because most things
True.
are a little brighter and stuff. So yeah.
Of course. Excellent.
So I think that's it.
That's
for
it?
the finished projects.
Excellent. Well, I just wanted to mention a cut above the rest. Tink Yarn is still offering all of you viewers a coupon code for 15% off until the July 31st, 2016 for 15% off using Tink Love. So go purchase their yarns. You'll love it. As you can see, Erin's using it.
So pretty.
Yeah, Erin's using the coupon
Very
code.
bright.
She
It's like
purchased
Fruit
it.
Loops.
It's really nice actually.
Yeah.
I find it a sturdy, like that's her plain sock base, and I
Yeah.
find it a sturdy yarn, but the
Feels-
colors or saturations are
feels
really
nice.
nice. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I bought this to do socks for Avery. I've been meaning to make her socks.
What do you do with the rest of it?
I'll just make her lots of socks. I don't know. Well, because then I don't have to match them. I'll just have like 6 pairs.
Make her like a top to match her socks or something.
Well, I don't know. Like.
Yeah, but you'll have leftover that probably too, won't you?
No, I'm gonna try and knit that too,
Oh, okay.
as much as possible. But this
Nice.
I did knit because I was like, oh, those are all her favorite.
Yeah,
So
totally.
yes, and you get the little button.
Or you can make her a toy.
No, I don't make her toys.
You
She doesn't play with knit toys. I like making. She doesn't play with
can
them.
go on her shelf. It doesn't have to be something she plays
It's a
with.
waste of knitting time.
Okay. Right. Hey, I don't knit toys, so you're talking
I
to the
like
wrong
knitting
person.
toys, but I've made her a few, and she doesn't really play with them. So
You'll find something to do with it besides socks.
socks. No, I
Yeah.
don't knit socks. She knits socks.
You
She
don't have
wears
so
her
much
socks
left
out.
over.
I know, but I would do multiple socks.
I don't understand
could
why
get-
she'd
I
have
could
like
probably
4
get at
pairs of
least
the
2
same.
pairs of socks because then it doesn't matter. It's easy to match them up.
Well, that's true, I guess.
Like if you have all like that's what I did. Like I bought her like when she was younger, all gray socks, and then they're all like.
And you can just mix it
Now
match
she
in her
likes
outfits.
the fun socks, like My Little Pony socks. And
Yeah,
stuff. But before,
I do too. I love socks like that. And I know, I told you, I'm a big
You're
kid.
your inner 4-year-old.
Yeah. Hey, it's good. You got a big kid at heart. So you actually have one special thing that you want to talk about. And so this is for,
One last thing. So you don't spin.
No, I don't. I don't.
I don't think you're ever gonna spin.
I don't know if I'd ever spin. It's
I
not,
can't see you as a spinner.
it's not something I've tried it, and I didn't get the hang of it, and I don't
Yeah.
know if it's just something I'd enjoy. I have so much to do with knitting.
And yeah,
it's time.
takes
It's
you a while.
time, yeah.
Yeah. So 2 years ago, I started spinning, and I knew I wanted to try it, and then the spindle just didn't work for me. But then I got a wheel because someone from our knit group was selling it, and I was like, okay. So then I love it.
And I have to say, she spins absolutely beautifully. Like,
Yeah.
beautifully.
Thank you.
Yes, you do. I love it.
I enjoy the process. Again, it's like the knitting. I enjoy the process, and I tend to give a lot of it away. I've been trying to knit more with my hand spun. Last year, I made it a goal to knit. Was it once a month to make something every month with my hand spun? That was a little much. So this year, I'm going to try just 6 things over the year. But I recently contacted Jeanette.
Mhm.
the
She's
Book of
from Book of Stitcher.
Yeah, the Book of Stitcher. To
She's
see
such a sweetheart.
if she
She is. She's such a sweetheart. If you haven't watched her podcast, go watch it.
Yeah, she makes
Honestly.
me want to read. And I used to read a lot, but now knitting has taken over, and she makes me want to start reading again. So I love her reviews. But I asked her if she wanted to do a hand spun swap, just to kind of get me. I've been in a little bit of a rut lately, so to get me out of my rut, I said, "Do you want to do a hand spun swap?" Because I like spinning thin stuff, and she likes spinning thicker stuff.
Oh, cool.
But I like knitting with thicker stuff, and she did anyway.
That's funny. That works out perfectly. It's like a perfect trade.
So she said, that sounded like fun. So I finished hers. Now, I should say,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna
look.
watch.
Jeanette, if you're watching, don't look. Turn
if
away.
you happen to watch and you haven't received this package yet, because I'll be ready to mail it to you, and you don't want to see it, look away. Because I've been a little more secretive on Instagram, posting black and white pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
But so this
Look at it, it's
is
gorgeous.
my finished yarn, and it's the first time I've tried a 3-ply. So it's a true 3-ply. Usually I chain ply. That's my
Love it.
preferred way of getting a 3-ply. But I did a true 3-ply, and
Love it. I love it.
tangle. I had a huge tangle.
Oh,
Took
no.
me 2 days to.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Jeanette, if this wasn't for you, I would have given up. I would have given up. I would just, and be like, okay, it's only 200 yards. But I persevered and I untangled it.
Love it.
And it's all washed and doesn't smell, but I used a silk with it. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's pretty even. There are some areas that are a little thicker, a little thinner, but it's pretty even.
So,
And
what
it's
yarn is
about-
that?
This was with Leading Men Fiber Arts. They have a sock blend that's 6 ounces with superwash wool and nylon that you got for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's my birthday
Oh,
present.
so Jeanette, just to give you a
Yeah.
heads up if you're watching this or if you're going to watch this afterwards, I purchased this as a birthday present For Erin at SSK 2015 when I was there, I know she loves to spin, and I know the colors, the jewel tones were like her total colors. So I'm so glad that you spun it.
So now
for,
you're gonna get.
Yeah, I think that's
now you're gonna
amazing.
get it. So it's
What a
like
great
little
share.
simple thing. So,
Such a love. It's such
yeah,
it's such a love yarn.
yeah, so it's gonna probably get sent off this week. So this is
Nice.
last night's gone. Yeah.
And I can't wait to watch her podcast to see when her face, because she's gonna love it. Those
Yeah.
are so her colors. They're all the
and
purples.
I'm putting
and
some extra
blues.
little goodies in for her and her children and stuff. So it's gonna be a
Nice.
fun package to send. So
Excellent.
then, so now that's.
Perfect.
So
Well, we're done.
I think we're done. Yeah,
Nothing
we've
else to
gone
talk
through
about?
all the stuff on the
Yeah.
table.
It is going to be a little bit of a longer podcast than normal, but I do appreciate you guys watching, and thank you, Erin,
Thank you for coming over.
Oh.
Now we're gonna go.
Thank
knit
you.
and
Yes.
Eat Timbits.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
being on the podcast. You know, hopefully you'll be on again
Yeah.
as
When I
as
finish
another.
some more things.
Yes, thank God you had those today, as I didn't have many, so I appreciate that. And thank you again for watching. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys come back again. And happy knitting until the next episode. Bye.